We are live. Who's going to be the first chatter? Moto 1999. Congratulations. You've earned fuck all. Hi, everybody. Hi, how are you? Hello, 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 hello. Hi. Let me set up the poll. You got to give me a second to set up the poll. You guys are so fucking fast. It's been a while. Hi, how are you? Let's see. Have you liked and subscribed yet? Yes or no? I love radiation. There we go. Close the poll. Get that going. We're good to go. We're good to go. Hi, everybody. Bets on the announcement being made. One, he's dead, or two, we're invading Venezuela. We're definitely invading Venezuela. I don't know if you guys saw Maduro's recent, speech. He came on camera and he was like, yeah, the U.S. warships coming up, they are the, the biggest threat of the modern age. And as we also know, he deployed like 4.5 million militiamen to fight back against the Marines. Which is like, here's the thing. Of course, 4,000, or what is it, 4,500 Marines is a devastating amount of Marines. But there's not really much you can do against 4.5 million of anything. You know what I mean? They could be children for all I care. If they're armed, they're dangerous. How is the president of 2038 doing? Very good. Thank you for the $2. I appreciate that. Yeah, no, we're gonna run in 2032, lose, and then we'll come back. Then we'll come back. Did he give the speech yet? No. Let me prop this up so you can see it. We're waiting on whitehouse.gov. It says, "Stay tuned. We'll be live again shortly." Ain't that the weirdest shit you did ever see? Thanks for the $5. Nurse's opinion, based on recent pictures, he definitely had a stroke. Might have recovered with minimal deficits, but definitely had one. Yeah, no, I think that he had a bunch of little mini strokes, and then he had a big stroke. And then he sort of went AFK for like 2 days, 2 or 3 days to you know, get juiced up, heal up a little bit. And this is like the first. Here's the thing, guys. I think he's going to be seated the entire time. Like, I don't think this fucker can walk. Excuse me. He's been, like, seated all the time recently to hide his fat fucking ankles. You brought your cummy glusters. I hope that's not a typo. Bella Covfefe. Oh, thank you for your attention to this matter. You know, here's the thing also. That's not been him on Truth Social. Like, you guys know we do Trump Truth here. You guys know. Thanks for becoming a member. My bad. 2032. Trump Truth. Welcome, Nelson. You guys know we do Trump Truth here. We're always reading Trump Truth. I'm doing the impression. If there's any group of people that knows Dolan's truths, then it's us. It's us, okay? And they're starting to catch on that whoever is writing these posts is not doing a good job of, like, sounding like King Dolan. But there was a point here. Where is it? It's at the end of one of these posts that he made, where, you know how he ends all his posts, if we scroll down far enough, he always ends them with, like, DJT, President of the United States. You know, thank you for your attention to this matter. You know what I'm saying? Recently, he hasn't been doing that. He's been doing just, like, dash President Donald Trump. He has never once signed off one of his tweets as President Donald Trump. It's always DJT, President of the United States, thank you for your attention to this matter. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. Whoever's in charge. See, and now there's when has he ever said this? President DJT. You see that? He doesn't do that. Right? Miranda Devine and Katie Pavlik were terrific on Fox News yesterday. Smart, exciting, and really know their stuff. Two great professionals. Thank you. No, it's thank you for your attention to this matter. Right? It's thank you for your attention to this matter. Who's writing these? Do you even know your guy? I know your guy. I could have done this. Enjoy your Labor Day weekend. A big year ahead for the USA. Maybe the best ever. Oh, yo, this isn't Dolan. Gang, gang, gang. Who here's a reg? Who's a reggie? Oh, Luigi's about to tweak out because of an enemy dog in the hallway. Luigi? Luigi? No. 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 No Borkin. Sorry about that, Chairlenti. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Luigi in the chat. Thank you. Luigi, please, baby, please. Of course, this happens right when we start. Anyway. This is not King Doland. If you're a regular here, you know this is not King Doland. President DJT. He's never called himself President DJT. He just says DJT. Thank you for your attention to this matter. The problem is they post so much, it's hard to scroll all the way down. Let's also check. Let's refresh. Stay tuned. We'll be live again shortly. Ooh. We got to scroll so far to get to before he disappeared. Am I going to get yelled at today? Absolutely, Kyle. Fuck you, Kyle. Let's go a little bit further down. I think we're getting up to it. All right. I think we're getting to some real Dolans. Luigi, no tweaking. So yeah, he'll do this. He'll do Donald J. Trump, President of the United States. Luigi! Or, on a bunch of the other ones, he just says, thank you for your attention to this matter, and calls it quits. Yeah, he goes, MAGA. He goes, make America great again. Nah, that's a myth. This is the one that the interns wrote. These are the ones that the interns wrote. Who wants to bet it's a body double? No, it ain't gonna be a body double, gang. All right, there's two things that it's... I'm changing the poll. I might change the poll. I think there's only two options for what's gonna happen. Okay? I'm gonna put the poll. Thank you for the $5. Your stream is the best part of my day. Thank you, John. I really appreciate that. That's sad. I'm kidding. I'm fucking with you. All right, we're gonna end that poll. And now I'm going to start a new poll. Thank you for becoming a loyalist for 5 months. Get ready for the ultimate weekend at Bernie's. Absolutely. We're going to start a new poll. All right. Ask a question. Is it gonna be a... Wait. What is it gonna be? A, body double. B, synthetic. Synth clanker. Those are your options. Those are your options. Thank you, James, for sending a gifted membership. And congratulations to Mr. Good Bones. Or JD Vance. It ain't gonna be JD. It ain't gonna be JD. As funny as it would be if they go, ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States, and then JD came out with that spinning hat and a fucking colorful lollipop. As funny as that would be, there's no shot in hell that JD's gonna come out of there. No shot in hell. Yo, what if like, what if they're like, the president has gone missing for 6 days and we have him live and he goes, I'm on an oil rig known as Command Post Enclave off of the coast of California. If you get that joke, hell yeah. That would be so bad. Why is the live only in 720p? Because I still haven't gotten my new computer, and that's as far as my fucking computer can handle before I start losing frames. My sincerest apologies for that. There will be an upgrade. I'm gonna get that new computer probably this weekend. I know I always say that, but I finally got paid, so time to get a new computer. Sorry. Very sorry about that. It ain't that bad, though. It ain't that bad. We tried 1080p and the frames were absolutely horrendous. They were like, I mean, the worst frames you'd ever seen. We need a new computer. Ooh. Everything's computer. News is saying it's about moving the Space Force headquarters. Bro, you know damn well what this is. This is proof of life. Doesn't matter what the fuck this meeting is about, what his speech is about. This is a proof of life update right now. You know, dead ass verbatim. The only proof of life they've given us were 2 pictures. One of them was verified to be from fucking June. Okay, back when he was playing golf with his granddaughter, right? And the second one, he looks like a fucking stroke victim. Half his face is melted off, you know? And then they were like, he's going golfing. No pictures of him golfing, which is insane because he always takes them with him golfing. They go, nice swing, Mr. President. This time he locked him in the fucking tennis court, 250 feet away, so that they could only get like a picture like they're fucking hunting Sasquatch. It looks like they fucking spotted the president spotted off of I-95. You know what I mean? Fucking walking through the woods. Fake pics from last week? No, that ace. You haven't seen the picture of him in the white hat? Oh god, it's bad. It's bad. Trump picture golfing white hat. So this is, let's see if we can get it. One day ago. Let's see. Where's the picture of him golfing? You're going to write an article about it and you're not going to put the picture in the article? You're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. Let me see if I can find it on TikTok. Somebody fucking link it to me. I don't give a shit. Fuck all these. Somebody link it to me. Does makeup artist funk the color correction portion in school? Absolutely. Well, no, I think that, like, he thinks he's smarter than the makeup artist. And he's like, nope, you're using this shade. He's gonna come out and going, I'm computer. They uploaded me to Grok. Next time you ask Grok something, it's gonna be me. So a woman found an old pic of him in that same outfit. That's what I'm saying. It's from you could find those pictures in articles. How could you ignore me? Oh, avocado's ignoring you? Get fucked. Get fucked. Trump trademarked. Let's see. Trump golfing pictures. Yeah, that went viral, but I think that's old. Yeah, John Gruden golfed at Trump National a week ago in this outfit and then goes back again in the exact same outfit. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. That's crazy. This is from August 23rd. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Florida asking for a reimbursement on spending $300 million on Alcatraz because it's been taken down now. Yeah, I did hear. Wait, was it fully taken down? I just heard that they were ordered to take it down. Alligator Alcatraz ordered to close. I heard it was ordered to close by a judge. I don't care about your fucking AI overview. Fuck your AI overview. Florida may lose $218 million on empty Alligator Alcatraz as judge orders shutdown. On the hook for $218 million the state spent to convert a remote training airport in the Everglades. The center may soon be completely empty. As a judge, all right, depends on how Trump and the Department of Justice actually follow through. $218 million it invested, and they're going to lose that. Jesus Christ. That's remarkable. The facility is already being emptied. Gang! Alligator Alcatraz is being emptied. Now, here's the thing. That doesn't mean these people are being freed. But, I mean, anything is better than sticking these people in the middle of the sweltering heat of the Florida Everglades in the fucking summer, surrounded by reptiles. You know what I'm saying? The place got flooded. It's hurricane season. It's not, it's... the fight's not over. A lot of these people are in there because they didn't get any fucking due process and they're innocent. So that still they still have to be freed. But at the same time, in a upgrade from Alligator Alcatraz is good. Only my concern is that they're going to build something exactly like it because we know that they already have and just put it somewhere else that isn't on like sensitive wetlands. Oh no, I'm computer. Oh, everything's Tesla. My dick is fiber optic. Chris, if you could hit a button and trade 5 years off your life to make it so Curtis Yarvin never cared about politics, would you do it? Absolutely. 5 years? That's easy pickings. Can I choose the 5 years? Because it'd be like I would choose like bad ones. I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna skip this year and just die for a year and come back. Yeah, plug in, plug out. Who is Curtis Yarvin? He's one of the godfathers of the neo-reactionary movement. Tech feudalism is his whole modus operandi. Essentially, he's also J.D. Vance's idol. He was invited to the White House Gala, but his whole thing is he's written extensively. He's an American blogger. He's written extensively about replacing democracy with a form of modern, like, feudalism, right? Like with old like kings and lords and peasants, but tech feudalism, where instead of it being like that, it's sort of like different companies control different sectors of the United States, and everybody living in those sectors work for one company. I know it's insane, but it's kind of exactly what's in like the Alien universe, you know, where it's like Wayland Lutani and those other companies own like different sectors of the planet. Fucked up. Yeah, a little bit of the Hunger Games district vibes. Granted, that's after like nuclear war or some shit. Yeah, oh yeah, Cyberpunk 2077, yes. So Gilded Age company towns, yes, exactly. What are you sending me, you sick fuck? Oh, yeah, here's the picture. So, what do you notice about these two pictures of Trump taking over the last 3 days as rumors about his failing health continue to grow? Yeah, so look at this. This is a picture of him from what, like a week ago? 10 days? He doesn't look healthy, don't get me wrong, but his face is okay. This is literally all signs of a stroke, like not being able to close your mouth. Look at how this side of his face is kind of like drooped. I really do think he had a fucking stroke. Are we sure that's Donald? I think it is. Waluigi, you okay? Where is his hair? I don't fucking know, bro. Maybe he wasn't wearing his wig. You think Doland has hair? Dude, Doland hasn't had hair for fucking years. That thing is like it's like a toupee that is stapled into his skull every morning. Yeah, no, he's verbatim. He's like turning into a mythological creature. He's turning into like a fucking minotaur. Oh. He's gonna go live soon, don't worry. He's gonna go live soon. Hopefully. Well, the thing is, Doland is always half an hour late. Sorry for the echo there. Yeah, dude, 720, the quality's not that bad. It's really not that bad. I'm gonna upgrade it soon. I had to sacrifice. It was either frames or high quality, and I think the frames are better. You know, the frames are more important. How long? Well, technically 8 minutes. They said he'd be live at 2 o'clock. But Doland is always like 30 minutes fucking late. Let's see if the Associated Press has it yet. I should also make sure I can hear audio. I haven't done any audio tests.
Democrats are making a big push to reclaim...
We're good. We got audio. What's that fucking guy? He was just at the anti-oligarchy tour. He's like a veteran. He's like a big macho dude, but he's also like with Bernie. He was just speaking with Bernie. He gave a fiery speech. Everybody was geek tweaking. I forgot his fucking name. Graham something, right? Graham something. What was that moan, bro? Fucking, you know what? I'll moan however I want. Graham something, right? Is the older millennial montage almost done? I ain't actually making a fucking older millennial montage. I just wanted to get into his head. I think I did. Graham Plattner. I like that guy. I like that guy. He's a cool guy. Cool guy. I'm a veteran running for MI07 for universal health care. Well, hell fucking yeah, brother! Hell fucking yeah, brother! You better fucking win. And also, like, you know, just straight up, like, use what you got, you know? Like, people forget that, like, you live in a day and age where the people you're up against, they're gonna pull out no holds barred. They're gonna fucking use every weapon that they have in order to win. You're a veteran, fucking use that shit. You gotta get to power. That's the whole point. Thoughts on your haters on TikTok? I don't give a fuck. I mean, I've had haters my entire career. I'm very used to that. I'm the calloused-handed congressman. I'm not asking for donations, only demanding support for universal health care. Oh, fucking yeah. What's your fucking name? Fix the damn car. I appreciate that. So glad I caught a live. So glad you made it. He's fascistably late. I like that. I'm a hater, Chris. I know, dude. What's good, lover? Elon Badger. Nice. Elion. What's Luigi doing? She's marching around. I'm an asshole from New York. I mean, you kind of own it. Yeah. Hi, how are you? I should probably do some shameless plugs. Hi, how are you? I'm Chris Valenti. Welcome to the Valenti broadcast. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell because it costs you nothing and it helps me immensely. If you do want to help support this channel financially because this is real independent media, there's a couple of ways that you could do it. You could hit that thanks button down below to donate directly to the channel. You could buy some of the Democratic Socialist merch located down below. You can use the 40% off discount code for Ground News located down below. You could become a patron on Patreon for $5, and you could become a member here on YouTube for $5. Thank you very much. Flip it, ship it, send it to me. Flip it, ship it, send it to me. Flip it, ship it, send it to me. Oh, I forgot to warn everyone I'm a douchebag from New York. ICL. I don't know if I'd call you a dem sock anymore, Chris. How are you gonna make that? It's the Jews that replace Trump. Get them out of here. We don't deal with Nazis here. There will be no Nazis here. Bye-bye. Get them out of here. Goodbye. Ooh, get them out of here. Ooh, get them out of here. Brody Manzee just became a loyalist. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Countdown is up. Let's see. I don't see a countdown on whitehouse.gov. Graham Plattner, that's his name. Or Planter, whatever, same shit. We taking bets on this? We got a poll in the chat you can hit. White House on YouTube. White House. Fuck off. They're not live, you lying son of a bitch. You lying bastard. You lying bastard. Liar. Liar. Who do you think JD is going to make his VP when Donnie kicks the bucket? I don't think you get to choose. You don't get to choose. That's not how that works. Who would be JD Vance's president? He doesn't get to pick. Isn't there like a line? Does he? Oh my god, imagine if he does get the pick and he picks Peter Thiel. Yeah, no. You're going into the Marines. Keep your head down and run for your life. That's your advice. Shit. You guys are right. The new president nominates a vice president who needs congressional confirmation. So we could just dead-ass choose whoever he wants in that scenario. That's really fuck-wuckied. That's a little fuck-wuckied. Uh-oh. Ooh. Ooh. Miller or Thiel? He won't go with Peter Thiel, bro. That's fucking nuts. That would be like just blatant insanity. I wouldn't be surprised if he went with Stephen Miller, though. That'd be horrifying. Stephen Miller is the vice president. Horrifying. Are these fuckers gonna go live? Oh no, he's got the black spot. He's got the cheese touch. What did Stephen Miller do? He's a fucking white supremacist. He's also like a Nazi, despite the fact that he's Jewish. It makes no sense. He's also glorified torture. He's the leading propaganda minister of the regime. He put together like over 1,000 Trump rallies. It's quite literally the reason why Trump became the president in terms of like building up the MAGA base. All right, it's 2 o'clock. They said they'd be live at 2. I think they lied unless they pre-recorded it. I wonder how the fuck they're going to be able to prove that it's live. Hey! Hey! What do you think you are? You get the bark right there. What does Truth Social have? It doesn't have diddly shit. Let me double check. PBS says it'll start in 30 minutes. I told you Doland is always half an hour late. I told you. Chicago is the murder capital of the world. Really? I think that'd be Tel Aviv. Bazinga. At least 54 people were shot. Dude, this isn't Donald. I'll tell you why. I'll stop each time. Shot would have been capitalized. At least 54 people were shot. Should have been capitalized. In Chicago, capitalized, over the weekend. 8 people weren't killed. All caps. The last 2 weekends were similar. Chicago is the worst and most dangerous city in the world. Caps, caps. By far. Pritzker needs to help badly. He wouldn't call him Pritzker. He'd come up with a name for him, like Shitzker. He just doesn't know it yet. I will solve the crime problem fast, just like I did in D.C. Chicago will be safe again soon. We'll make America great again. Thiel can't be VP. He's not American born. Ah, true. Very true. Stephen Miller can. It's 2 p.m. I know. I know. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. Wait, did he start? Start? No. So, wait, did they get the official scoop? I don't understand. Trump announces Space Command is moving from Colorado to Alabama. That sounds like a bait and switch for our enemies. Doesn't that sound like a bait and switch for your enemies? You're like, oh, I just wanted everyone to know we're moving Space Command over here. Oh, like, fuck out of my face. We'll be live again shortly. I love how they just keep us here waiting. They don't give a fuck about us, dog. They don't give a fuck. Bro, they deadass don't give a fuck. Space farce? Oh, I like that. However, if you were ever to join the military, like if they were like, all right, we're drafting you, which branch do you want to be in? You gotta go Space Force. Are you kidding me? They're gonna treat you like a little baby, and then you don't have to do shit. What do you think they're gonna do? Put you in a fucking X-Wing and ask you to bomb the Death Star? You're not gonna do shit. You're not gonna do fucking anything. Hundo P, Space Force every time. We're creating the Department of Donald. Yeah, they're definitely cleaning out his fucking colostomy bag and propping up his bones, like getting the fishing line set up on the back of his neck. They're like, okay, he's ready. Bro, he's just like, he's taking jet right now. Dude, what if Trump comes out in a fucking T-60 power armor suit? And frankly, I love this power armor, but however, the fusion core, it doesn't last long enough. We need more people working on new fusion cores, one that can last a little bit longer, because when I run, every time I sprint, it's draining the power, and we can't have that. We can't have it draining the power. He really does look like a ghoul. Yeah, no, he looks like the fucking ghoul. Lex Thompson just became a member for 2 months. Thank you for being here, Chris. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Yo, what if he comes? Yeah, no. What if he comes out and he goes, oh, thank you for becoming a member for 6 months. Can't believe I've been a dirt eater for half a year. Thanks, bro. We've been eating dirt since day one until the dirt stock crashed. What if he comes out and he goes, and he's ripped? What if Donald comes out and he's fucking ripped and he's like 30 years younger and he goes, we've got the Captain America serum, and I took a fat hit of it, and turns out I'm God. Clanker alert. Dude, I'll be able to clock it immediately if he's a clanker. If they send out a fucking synth, I'll be like, that ain't Dolan. That ain't even a man. We gotta call in the Brotherhood. Ooh. Brotherhood of Steel. There's only one group that can stop this, and that's the Brotherhood of Steel. Chris, I'm watching you while my girlfriend is giving birth to twins in the hospital. You're a scumbag. Dude, go to the hospital, you fucking piece of shit. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. Thanks for the $5. Everyone checking in, miss you all. Donating a, what is that? Donating a $5 to Lenin's Nipple Fund. Thanks, brothers. Remember, guys, every last dollar that is spent here will go to transing the youth, okay? And spreading Marxist-Leninist ideology, okay? He could be at the hospital watching on his phone. Yeah, he probably is. Listen, if he's here regular, then he knows I'm busting his fucking balls, and he's honored to get his balls busted by the ball buster. Waluigi, shush. When's the new PC coming, Chris? I didn't order it. I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna go to like a fucking Best Buy or some shit. I also gotta get my brother on that shit. Listen, I'm the douchebag. I don't know how to fucking pick a new laptop. I need somebody to give me the link, and then I just buy it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to choose a I don't know what RAM even means. Running automatic machine? Ridiculously absurd machine? You know? Build it. Put them in the corner. I'm kidding. Don't do that. Thanks for the $2. Do you think AI became self-aware like Terminator? No. 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 Not yet. Everything's computer. I've built a dozen PCs. Nelson. Thank you for becoming a member for 4 months. They're going to Manchurian Candidate this shit. Nah, guys, don't blue it on too far. Doland will be giving the speech. But he's gonna be like fucking weird. He's gonna look weird. He's gonna sound weird. It's gonna be weird. I'm calling it now. I'm calling it now. Fox News is also waiting for the event to begin. You know that if Fox News is waiting, then like it's actually delayed and you're not missing it. Because Fox News, they get the scoop, you know? They get the scoop. Yeah, Nelson just texted me with a middle finger. I get fucked. RAM equals random access memory. The more you know. Thanks, Puffin. My bet is an AI video. Who the fuck knows? I mean, there's supposed to be questions. There's supposed to be... Isn't the press allowed to be there? Isn't there going to be a full gaggle? There's supposed to be a full gaggle. Gaggleosy. I'm so stoked. Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States. Oh, wait, hold on. Alright, yeah, so it goes. Yo, what if they go? What if they go? Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States. You guys better be nice to me now. I'm the president. You guys better be nice to me now. I'm the president now. He's so cute. He's so cute. And he's so scary. Ah! Do you know who my father is? I could get you banned. My dad works at Microsoft. Oh! I'm the president. Yo, all right. Real talk. Thanks, Jenny, for becoming a loyalist. Real talk. If J.D. Vance becomes the president, who will he pick as his VP? Because my speculation is dead-ass Stephen Miller. Or Pete Hegseth. Anybody else have thoughts? Oh yeah, did you know that I'm the first second-gen Blizzard employee? Yeah, back when I worked at Blizzard. Shut the fuck up. Only a handful of people are gonna know that. Mr. President? He can't pick Curtis Yarvin, right? He could. Shit, he could. Curtis Yarvin was born in the U.S., wasn't he? Bella for VP. Hey, Luigi, leave him alone. Where was he born? Fuck, he's American. Wait. Maybe he wasn't. I don't know. Maybe he wasn't born in the U.S. I have no idea. Ooh. Like that. We're learning. Can the VP not be foreign born? No, because then that would run risk of a foreign born person being the president. Because if the president, is no longer the president, then the VP would become the president. I don't think so. Right? I don't think so. Hey, Chris, you got advice for people growing up in this shitty regime? Yeah, remember that every generation thought that they were going to be the last one. And we're still here. And there was like a whole couple 100 million, a few billion people who made it, you know, through World War II. And a few billion people who made it out of World War One. Like, things have been crazy before, to the point where, like, you wouldn't even bitch about the shit that's going on right now. If you were in Warsaw in 1939, you'd be like, whoa, 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 whoa. So, you know, we make it through. If there's one fucking thing humans are good at, it's enduring. So, keep hope alive, my boy. Viewing from Texas, brother. Hell fucking yeah, Texas! Hell yeah, brother. Hell fucking yeah. We're enduring. Enduring? 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 Dude, never let them take away your ability to endure. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm fucking saying? Never let them take away your ability to endure. And never, under any circumstance, let them know your next move. Ever. Brooklyn for Zoran. How you doing, Brookie for Zoe? Way. Yeah. They can't know my next move if I don't know it. Yes, and if you get that joke, you're also a fucking loser. Just like me. Chris, what's the best shirt you have? Listen, if I'm being honest, I have no drip. I don't know how to dress. I just buy shit that's comfortable, and then I wear it, and then sometimes people go, "You look insane." And I go, "Really? Thank you for telling me." You know how, like, some people are colorblind? I think I'm colorblind when it comes to fashion. Chris, we always get each other's jokes. Who wouldn't be shocked? Oh, Jesus Christ. What is wrong with you? Steel Warfare. Well, is that like a self-admission? You don't need to ban him. You don't need to ban him. I don't want to ban him for that. That's fucking nuts, dude. What is wrong with you? That's a weird way to say hello. Huh? What are you on about? You dress better than me. Thank you. Holy fuck. When did 800 of you show up? What the fuck? Last I checked, there was like 300 of you. Hi, how are you? Chris Valenti here. Thank you for the $10. I'm very late. What have you covered so far? We haven't covered diddly fucking shit. We're waiting for King Doland to go live. Where's the proof of life of King Doland? What do you... Dude, he's gonna come out. He's gonna go... The other day, I had a stroke. And they took me to Walter Reed. And I was declared dead. But through the power of Christ... I was resurrected. Oh, I've been saved. I've been chosen. It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. Or it's going to be a synthetic robot. Or it's going to be a clone. Or it's going to be JD. JD motherfucking Vance. Yarvin was born in Nicosia. You made that up. That's not a place. Yeah. And JD Vance was born in Narnia. I'm kidding. I know that Nicosia is a real place. All right. Thank God. Thank God. Oh, God. Are they going to go live soon? Are they going to go live soon? Yo, check this out. I'm going to do this again. Just because there's new people here. Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States of America. Look at him. I'm the president now. Now you gotta be nice to me. No more memes, guys. No more memes about me. No more. Alright, it's 2:18. We still don't have a live feed from whitehouse.gov. Oh, I got the Black Plague. Fox News don't got diddly shit neither. I'm just a little guy. I'm just a little guy. Ooh. And frankly, I fear that I may have become too disconnected from the people. So I'm taking a break from being the president, and I'm gonna live among you. Oh, I'm gonna become a blue-collar worker. I'm gonna get a job in one of the mines. Oh, I'm gonna hack away. Oh, it's gonna be great, and I'm gonna come back, and I'm gonna be a new man. Oh, among us, there's an imposter. Yeah, dude, what if he had an opposite John Fetterman and he had a stroke and he comes back out and now he's a socialist? And frankly, we need to defund Israel and use that money to do free healthcare. Thank you for the $10. I work as a DSP and my client's dad is MAGA, but I can't yell at him and tell him how I actually feel because then I'd be fired, so I have to act like I'm just some liberal who is a total pushover. Doesn't sound fair. However, life ain't fair. And, you know, your job is probably very important to you. Probably has benefits that you need to live. So, excuse me, I would not risk your job just to shove it in some MAGA fuck's face, especially when you know damn fucking well there's nothing you could say that'll pierce through his thick fucking skull. You know that, and so do I. Thank you for the $5. Congress is supposed to vote on the Epstein files at 2. Vote? What do you mean vote? Bro, Congress could vote 5,000 to 0 to release the Epstein files, and Trump will go, what Epstein files? Oh, what Epstein files? What Epstein files? Like, be so fucking for real. Do you think he'll be held up for the speech like Weekend at Bernie's? No, he's gonna be seated, bro. He's been seated for the past, 2 weeks. He can't get up. He can't show his fat fucking ankles. His fat fucking ankles, bro. Is he late? He's always late. He's always at least 30 minutes late. He's a fashionably late guy. A fascistably late guy. Thank you for the $2. What Congress? Ain't that the fucking truth? Congress is moot. The Supreme Court is moot. Your mother's moot. I'm totally kidding. She's fine. And frankly, gotta keep your job. Gotta keep your job. Do you honestly see Trump finishing his term? No. That's a long time, doggies. He's not doing too hot, and it ain't even 2026. It ain't even 2026. He ain't looking too good. He ain't looking too good. Ooh. It's a long time, man. Dude, there's a hypothetical world where Joe Biden outlives King Doland. You know how fucking nuts that is? You know how fucking nuts that is? He won't make it through the winter. What is this, a fucking prophecy? The stones have foretold me. He will not make it through the winter. He can choose Yarvin? Nah, Curtis Yarvin wasn't born in the United States of America. Right? Right? Chris, phone? Fuck you need. I'm looking at my phone. You didn't send me diddly shit, fucker. You didn't send me diddly shit, fucker. Thanks for the $5. Do you think McDonald's will get to claim that $40 million bounty? That's so fucked up, dog. I didn't get nothing from you on the phone, Jack. I didn't get nothing from you on the phone, Jack. And that's a banger. Yo, by the way, as soon as this starts, I'm gonna click record. And, do a really fast intro. Take my money, you gorgeous man. Thank you for your money. Money! 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 Thank you very much. I appreciate that money. And remember, every last money that I get is going to be spent on transing the youth and spreading Marxist-Leninist Chinese communist, socialist, radical feminism. Okay? Bro, didn't even begin yet? Yeah, it didn't even start. What do you think is going to happen in Venezuela? War, son. War. Bet they call martial law today. Oh, mashallah, they won't call martial law. What if they just cancel it? Yeah, dude. They're like rolling him out of a fucking hospital bed right now. Come on, Mr. President, you gotta go give his speech. You gotta go give his speech. Got a fucking Big Mac on a fishing line. Thanks for the $5, Mary Lee, for all the things you just said. I appreciate that. Hey, Jade, thank you for becoming a loyalist. Much appreciate. Much appreciate. Yeah, dude, they got like a whole, like Stephen Miller, Pete Hegseth, and J.D. Vance in a fucking circle around the presidential bed right now going, trying to get him up. Thank you for the $20. As a trans femme, you had me at transing the youth because apparently that's what we try to do and not just live our lives in peace. Exactly. Everybody knows that, you know, a trans person's favorite thing to do is go around with the trans ray gun. You see this, guys? You see that? That's the trans ray gun. And every last dollar that I'm given will be spent on getting more trans ammo. And we're going to go around trans zapping people. Turn the trans into kids. It's going to be great. Thank you for the $2. What if being sat on is Chair Lenty's kink? That's the craziest thing I've read today, Sunbear. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's how I transitioned against my will. Thank you for the $20, Sir Joker. Keep up the fight, comrade. I love your content. I much appreciate you, and I appreciate those dollars. Ooh, give me your money. Money. Ooh. Guys, also, consider becoming patrons. Shout out to all the patrons. Did I miss the announcement? No, you didn't miss diddly shit. King Doland is still not live. They said 2 o'clock. It's now 2:25, but King Doland is usually half an hour late. That's his usual, so it's 2:25 right now, so I'm expecting him to show up any second now. In the next 5 minutes. My son was just born. Can I name my son after you? It would be an honor if you would be his godfather uncle. That's parasocial, dog. Don't do that. I appreciate it, but don't do that, and I will not be his godfather. But you can name your kid whatever the fuck you want. Just remember, if you name your kid Christopher, he's gonna have a god complex, because that means the offering from Christ. So you do with that information what you will. Congratulations on having a child. Dude, name the kid Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm kidding. Oh, okay. Well, put him in the corner. No, I'm kidding. All right, 2:26. The countdown has begun. Dude, Donald's having fucking dreams every night. He's lying in bed. Thank you for the $5. He's zapping people trans in here. Zap! No, you're a femboy. Dude, so Donald's lying in bed each night. And he goes to bed and he just hears... starts tweaking. Tell the guy who wants you to be his godfather donate to you. Alright, yo, here's the thing. For being parasocial, he who wanted to name his child after me, for being parasocial, you are now required by law to donate $2,000 minimum to Zohran Mamdani's mayoral campaign. That's the deal. Inshallah, you will do that. Get to it. Boots. Moving up and down again. Men. Go mad in Venezuela. I'm Italian, so I'm going to name him Salvatore Giovanni Gemma. Oh, no. We got 927 viewers. That means that we're going to breach 1,000, breaking through that glass ceiling, which has held us back for so long. Am I right, ladies? So could you send this to your friends and get more viewers in here? That'd be cool. Half an hour late. Yeah, that's Donnie. Have you not heard of being fascistably late? Come on now. Can I get a Shakira, Shakira? Bella ciao, Bella ciao. Oh, Partigiano. Onyx with the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Congratulations, everybody who just got a gifted membership. Patrick with the $5. I'll drop 20 if you record a version of Boots. I already have that recorded. It's available on Instagram and on TikTok. You could just type in, potentially, you could type in Valenti videos, Donald Trump, Boots, 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 moving up and down again, men, men. It's so scary. Mr. Valenti, Curtis Yarvin was born in Brooklyn. GG! GG, everybody! I think I know who the VP pick is. Oh, no! So you're telling me there is a chance for this to become a perpetual nightmare? Fantastic. Yeah, I was actually born on Venus. I'm a 14,000-year-old reptilian shapeshifter. I just like the meat skin. Feels good. It's warm. All right, where are you, Doland? Where are you, Doland? That ice. Thank you for the $2. Did you just say womp womp? Yep. Valenti videos, don't tell anybody where we parked this ship. I think they figured that one out a long time ago. It's kind of our fault for making it look like the Statue of Liberty. Ew! Thank you for the $2. You sound like Johnny Bravo when you do the voice. Hey, little mama. Hey, little mama. Oh, wait, no, that's Elvis. I'm in the orb. Trap me in the fucking orb. Sending love from Romania, my good man. Hi, how are you, Romania? Thank you very much. What if Trump goes live and he just goes, somebody stole the Declaration of Independence, and then suddenly, breaking news, tweet from Nicolas Cage. And he goes, I've got it. Oh, hey, hey, yeah, sexy mama. He was based on Elvis? Yeah, that tracks. Having a watch party with a bunch of friends right now. If he's gone, we drink and celebrate. If he's still here, we drink out of sorrow. Hey, listen, to all of the friends over there. Hi, how are you? Thanks for tuning into the Valenti Videos broadcast. Nani? Call it cultural appropriation? I couldn't give less of a fuck. Yeah. Thank you for 87,000 subscribers here today. I really appreciate that. Nani? My girlfriend's asleep in the hospital bed. Nice. Going home to watch college football. Nice. All right, it's 2:31. Where are you, Doland? Where are you, Doland? Yeah, they're late as fuck, dude. They're late as fuck. I feel like they're always fucking late, though. This is like watching Gilbert Gottfried and Robin Williams' love child to political commentary. Oh, we got Gilbert Gottfried getting butt fucked by George Carlin. Oh, he's getting Eiffel Towered by George Carlin and who was it? I forgot. I'm between 911. Hit the like and subscribe button. It helps a lot with the YouTube algorithm. Hi, guys. If you're new here, my name is Chris Valenti. Welcome to the Valenti broadcast. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. It costs you nothing, and it helps me immensely. If you do want to help support this channel, because this is real independent media, and I have no funding, never had a conversation with an advertiser, or a billionaire, or a government, all you got to do is donate to the channel by hitting that thanks button down below. You can consider buying some merch like the Democratic Socialist poster located down below. You could use a 40% off discount code for Ground News down below. You could become a member for $5 here on YouTube, and you can become a patron on Patreon for $5. Big shout out to everybody. Thank you for 87,000 subscribers. I love you all. I like that. Now give me your bones. Give me your bones. Linda, no! Bella Cafefe. Chris, you gonna run for president one day? Potential. Depends on if we still have elections by the time I'm old enough. You hear that Ukraine now has drones equipped with shotguns? Dude, what a fucking fantastic idea. You know, just a man-made horror beyond my comprehension. That is just fucking fantastic. Hey, are they autonomous targeting drones? Can they just detect whether I'm a combatant or not based on my retina? Like, what the fuck are we doing? Where are you, Doland? Fuck, Kyle. Ah! I love Kyle Kalinske. Thank you for the $5. Oh, you're giving me bones. Thank you for the bones. Thank you for the bones. The horrors are incomprehensible. No, they are comprehensible. That's what makes it worse. 24-hour fundraising string for Zora Mamdani campaign when? You want me to go live for 24 hours? You out of your fucking mind? I better get a cut. I better get a cut of that money. Dude, where's Doland? 35 minutes late. You're gonna run for president one day if by today's standard you're overqualified. Who knows? Maybe. We'll figure it out. Is that Where Are You Christmas? Yeah, but it's Where Are You Doland? Showing up late is a narc thing to do? Yeah, dude. I mean, dude, we all know Trump is a narc. Dude, Trump would throw anybody under the bus if it meant giving him some extra time. You know that in your fucking heart. You know that shit. What are you linking me?
To talk with either of them about this initiative or even about the tragedy that happened last week, but I look forward to doing so.
Yeah, and just to be very clear again, and thank you, Mayor.
What is this?
We're not talking about your father's hunting rifle. We're not talking about
Hey for the $5.
Ducks and deer. We're talking about having the ability to reel off 30 rounds before you need to reload. I'm not a hunter, and I acknowledge that, but I doubt that as a hunter, that's how you do it. Am I right?
Well, I mean, it does depend on your aim, you know.
High-capacity magazines, I believe, is defined as 10 and above, but you should probably check my fact.
I have a question that's kind of in the weeds about preemption. Mayor Carter, maybe, I remember when we covered this safe storage initiative, one of the ways...
This is about the Minnesota shooting, right?
That it had to do with amending...
Oh, hell fucking no, brother. They're trying to take away my guns. Oh, fucking shit.
Am I remembering that correctly?
Yes.
And then, I know the gun owners probably said they were going to sue, and I don't think they did, if it was enforced, but like...
The clanker is having a malfunction. It's acting too much like Doland. Yeah, no, they gotta tweak it down a little bit.
On a regulating discharge of certain weapons, or is there a lot of gray area there legally?
Oh, those are questions that we're really interested in. It's a conversation I had with our city council president, honestly, just this morning. And you're right, our safe storage law that, you know, folks said, you know, this is going to be unconstitutional. And, you know, they decided not to sue for themselves, despite all of that saber rattling. What we determined was that we were operating in a space.
You know what's
that specifically
crazy?
was not.
You know, like how the Minnesota shooter posted like a manifesto on YouTube and like posted pictures of the guns. It was like, yo, I'm gonna go shoot some shit. Even that isn't enough to get his guns taken away. You know what I mean? Like, even if you're not ready to start talking about gun control, you could start talking about red flag laws. They definitely need some adjustments. Thank you for the $10. He's clearly not a hunter. What if there's 40 to 50 feral hogs trying to attack my children? You see, listen, man, I need this Vulcan minigun that fires at 7,000 rounds per minute, anti-material rounds, because God forbid that the wild boar figure out how to wear armor plates by potentially combining forces with the snapping turtle, then, God forbid, I might need that armor-piercing Vulcan minigun. I'm running for Congress in 2029. Great! I don't know your name! Ah! But I'm glad young people are running.
Are just trying to figure out how to navigate what the real problem is. And so much of that real challenge, so much of that real problem can be solved by saying,
It caused me to choke with that joke.
Don't allow the sale of high-capacity assault weapons in this state. Again, our asking, there are lots of details. There are lots of details to be worked out. And we mayors, our police chiefs, our police officers, our first responders,
Fuck it, legalize nuclear bombs. Legalize nuclear bombs. I want a double-barreled fat man that can send mini nukes at maximum 40 feet away from me. By the grace of God, I will survive, okay? Inshallah, the radiation will do nothing.
Why should this one be ended?
Shadow Wizard Money Gang.
That's the question.
That is the question.
That's the question.
I think there's more than a few people that would say, why try? Just throw up your hands. It's not worth it. Think about your children. I think about my little girls. I think about every morning getting them up, trying to get on Frida's shoes, handing her a thing of applesauce.
They pushed it back
it's
to
these
3
little
p.m.
annoyances that in the
Fantastic.
moment are frustrating.
Dolinda, come on out. And also, I know it's like really fucked up of me to be like very like pushing this shit to the side. But if I'm being frank, it's always been all talk. Like, of course, I advocate for gun reform and all this, but when are we going to actually do something about it?
Alongside other Minnesota officials right there. We are going to see if our content partners are going to work to get that live stream back up and running. But for now, what we're going to do is we are going to step away for a brief break. We do have a number of live events already underway across the country that we will dip into, but it does appear as though the live stream from Minneapolis is now frozen. This as we continue to wait for President Trump's big announcement from the Oval Office. This is a live look right here from the White House. Still no update from the White House communication team about when specifically President Trump will be making that announcement. It was tentatively set for 2 p.m. Eastern time, so running just a little bit behind schedule. But the announcement is set to discuss the U.S. Space Command headquarters.
Didn't Rudy Giuliani get into a car accident because he was like getting chased by the cops after he tried to do some sort of prostitution shit and he ended up like crashing? Or is that just a rumor? Is that a rumor? He broke his back. That's fucking nuts. My name is Salvatore Edward Gemma. I'll be running for 2029 president. Hell fucking yeah, brother. Good luck. Showed up to the stream late. They still haven't showed him. Nope. Bro, like, I'm telling you, this is the most cryptic and bizarre shit ever. I mean, nobody's seen the guy in days. Now they're like, oh, he's late. He's late. He's late. I swear to God, sometimes I think we live in a fucking movie. This is insane. That's a super conveniently timed live stream glitch. Yeah, for real. For real. Delayed to 3 p.m. Well, that's under 20 minutes from now, so that ain't too bad. So let's see his Truth Socials. Because this shit doesn't even sound like him no more. Will you run in 2028? I won't be old enough, dog. Thanks for the $5. What do you think? I don't know. Stroke? As President of the United States of America, I am pleased to announce that Rudy Giuliani, the greatest mayor in the history of New York City, an equally great American patriot, will receive the Presidential Medal of Freedom, excuse me, our country's highest civilian honor. Details as to time and place to follow. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Make America great again. Yeah, dude, once people started to like shit all over whoever the intern running this is and be like, it doesn't seem like Donald, he kind of locked in, you know? What few people understand is that we do very little business with India, but they do a tremendous amount of business with us. In other words, they sell us massive amounts of goods, their biggest client, but we sell them very little. Oh, this is written by ChatGPT. This is written by ChatGPT. Until now, a totally one-sided relationship, and it has been for many decades. The reason is that India has judged us until now such high tariffs. There's no caps in this. There's no caps. You know what I mean? Such high tariffs. Like, I'm telling you, this ain't Dolan. This is not my boy. This is not our boy. That's not him. That's not fucking him. What does this mean? Good night. What the fuck? Wait, did he not even go live? No. He still hasn't gone live, the son of a bitch. He's got us waiting with our dicks in our hands. Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated stands with Dr. Lisa D. Cook. America is hot. Yo, low-key, nobody talks about this, but I will. Every time Donald Trump says, like, and our country's hotter than it's ever been, it's hot, ooh, our country's hot, we brush that shit off. But that is because he's a sexual deviant. He's a fucking sex pest, and he, even when he's trying to compliment the economy, he has to talk about how it's hot. Now, he doesn't mean heat. He means it's sexy. He means, like, look at America's tits. Oh, like, bro, he has sexualized the land of the free and the home of the brave. I don't like that, and no one talks about it. No one talks about it, but I will, because I'm brave. That's why you should send me $50,000 immediately. Ooh, money. He's live? No, he's not fucking live yet. They delayed it. He was supposed to go live at 2 o'clock. It's 2:46. You are becoming Hassan. It's scary randomly joining and hearing the most random shit. Yeah, I'm Italian Hassan. I'm Hassani Piccolini. Dove si trova il gabaretto, per favore? Did you say send over billions to Israel? And frankly, I'm pretty sick, and I found the cure. The only cure is $2 trillion to Israel, and then I'll feel better. 1,000 viewers, Chris. Thank you very much. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. It costs you nothing and it helps me immensely. Hassan talks about grape like an alpha. Huh? What? What does that even mean? Mr. Krabs is not a Zionist. You see, I've tried to ask him about his take on, Gaza and Israel, and he refuses to answer, which makes me think that perhaps the Krusty Krab is Israeli funded, AIPAC funded. Thank you for the $2. I feel sexually harassed every time he says that. That's what I'm saying. Our country's hot. Ooh, it's so hot. Ooh, look at its tight ass. Like, I don't like it. Listen, man, I don't give a fuck if you're gonna bring up Hassan quotes out of context. I don't give a shit, dude. Fucking go back to like Destiny's chat or some shit. I don't care. We're busy here. What did I come back to? A nightmare. A nightmare. White House page update. Where? I'm on the White House page. Let's see. Oh shit! Oh! Oh! We will begin shortly. All right, let's get her up. We've got her queued up. Let's get the audio ready to go. Yo, what if it starts doing that fucking thing where it's like, beep, beep, beep. Yo, I swear to God, yo, this is how it's going to start. It's going to start, and it's going to be him on a giant screen like Mr. Hat. Is that his name? Mr. Hat? Whatever the fuck, from Vegas.
It's a very important day and an important announcement with great friends of mine. I think I can say this group is every one of them.
Donald Trump is live.
Forward as Rocket
I can't
City.
always say that, even
okay, so Huntsville, Alabama. We love Alabama.
So I want to thank you all
I
for
only
being
won it by
here.
about 47 for this important announcement. 7 years in the making. As you know, this has been going on for a long period of time. And I am thrilled to report that the U.S. Space Command headquarters will move to the beautiful locale of a place called Huntsville, Alabama.
They're all standing there to catch him when he
forever to
falls.
be known
They're all
from
standing
this
there to catch him when he
point
fucking
forward
falls.
as Rocket City.
He's changing Huntsville, Alabama to
Alabama,
Rocket
we love
City?
Alabama.
What?
I only won it by about 47 points. I don't think that influenced my decision, though, right? That didn't, right?
Guys, this is just proof of
we had
life.
a lot of competition for this, and Alabama's getting it. Huntsville in particular. So congratulations, everybody. Katie, congratulations. This will result in more than 30,000 Alabama jobs and probably much more than that, and hundreds of millions of dollars of investment, and that's billions because it can't be millions, it's billions. And
Dude, look at
billions
his
of dollars.
eyes.
Most importantly, this decision will help America defend and dominate the high frontier, as they call it.
Look at his fucking eyeballs.
Secretary Pete Hegseth, he's doing a fantastic job, and Secretary of the Air Force Troy Mink. Troy, thank you very much. Great job you're doing, Troy. This is such a big deal. This is one that everybody wanted to know. What are you doing? I also want to thank Senators Katie Britt, and I want
Well, is he going to say anything about the rumors about his health? Are they going to even bring it up? Or because if they just move past it, it's going to make everything worse.
Well, and she was very proud of you. Thank you very much. Very, very proud of you. So thank you, Katie. Wonderful woman. She must have been. To produce you indirectly, I can tell you she had to be. Tommy Tuberville, who's a great
look
coach.
Look at JD's fat fucking chipmunk cheeks. Alvin the fucking
I won't say anything
chipmunk
about what
looking
happened
ass.
with Alabama football this weekend.
Let's leave that out.
But you're not used to that. Right?
Pre-recorded for sure. It depends, bro.
Tommy,
this could be pre-recorded.
Auburn one is right.
We need to see reporters in the room.
Tommy's been a great senator, as you know, and a fantastic guy all around. He was also a tremendous coach. House Armed Services Committee Chair Mike Rogers. Thank you, Mike. Where's Mike? Mike, thank you very much. Doing great, Mike. Representatives Barry Moore, all great friends. Robert Adderholt, Gary Palmer, and Dale Strong. Thank you
Dude,
all
he sounds
very
like
much,
he's either
fellas.
pumped on
Appreciate it.
Sudafed or this
In
was
my first
pre-recorded.
term, we created and I created a thing called Space Force. So important. You know, we were losing
We love Space
the race
Force.
in space very badly to China and to Russia.
China's
And
got
now
a
we're
Death
far
Star.
and away #1 in space.
I gotta blow
And we
it up.
established Space Com with a mission to protect American space assets and detect any threat to our homeland. We initially selected Huntsville for the Spacecom headquarters, yet those plans were wrongfully obstructed by the Biden administration.
Biden.
And as you know, they moved them to a different locale.
Show me your fucking
And
hand,
today
Donald.
we're moving forward with what we want to do and the place that we want to have this, and this will be there for hopefully hundreds of years. That's where
How do
it's
we know
gonna
if this is
be.
pre-recorded or not? We fucking don't.
I will say I want to thank
How are we supposed
Colorado.
to tell?
The problem I have with Colorado, one of the big problems, they do mail-in voting. They went to all mail-in voting. So they have automatically crooked elections. And we can't have that. When a state is for mail-in voting, that means they want dishonest elections because that's
Oh,
what
fuck
that
off
means.
and suck my dick.
So that
You
played a
vote by
big,
mail, you fat
factor
orange
also.
fascist piece of shit.
In Huntsville, Spacecom will play a key role in building the Golden Dome, as you know. That's going to be a big thing. Everybody
you
wants
give
to
me
be
some Golden
a
Dome,
participant
fat
in
boy.
It. Missile Defense Shield. We're going to be having a Golden Dome that the likes of which nobody's ever seen before. The finest, the best. And by the way, Canada called. They want to be a part of it. And that'll be great. But Canada wants very much to be included in that. And we're going to work something out with them, I hope. It will also ensure that our technological capabilities, of which we're way ahead of anybody
people
else.
will be able to
Nobody
tell if
close
this
to
is
remain
live based on the
unmatched
window in the
long
back.
into the future. So
People will be able
I'd
to be
like
like, no,
ask
it should be
Secretary
brighter.
Hegseth to say a few
Oh,
words.
I can't
He was
wait
very
for the
much a
Blue
part
Anon
of it.
conspiracies.
And really, everybody behind me was. Every one of these people would call me and lobby me. I said, Katie, I don't want to talk to you anymore. I know what you want. She said, that's right, sir. That's what I want. And they got their way. So I just want to congratulate. These are really special people. They're politicians in many ways, but they're great patriots, I think even more so than politicians. So they fought very hard to get it.
There's
and
his hand.
It's an honor to give it to
Look at it.
Huntsville.
Shit's
Pete,
fucked.
say a few
Somebody
words,
snap a
please.
picture. Zoom in. Enhance!
Thank you, Mr. President. As usual, right place, right time, for the right reason. In your first administration, you established the Space Force at a time when we knew we had to be looking to that domain of space. You also reestablished SpaceCom to ensure that priority was put in place, and you, through the Air Force, independently identified that Huntsville, Alabama was the right
What,
place
did
to
Pete
put it.
lose his voice?
For other reasons, in the next administration under Biden, they
Dude,
decided
look
to
at
move it
his
somewhere else. Well,
nussy.
during that
Oh my
time,
God, look at
the
his
DoD Inspector
nussy.
General, the Government Affairs Office, they did their own
Whoa.
assessments, and where did they say SpaceCom should go? Huntsville, Alabama.
Looks like a
So what you're doing
turkey's
today,
neck.
Mr. President, is restoring it to precisely where
that's
it
why they
should
call it a
be
turkey
based
neck.
on what the Space Force, the Air Force, your leadership believes.
Give me
will
back
us
my frames
strategic advantage in the
immediately.
future. That is Huntsville, Alabama. We are way ahead in space, but this will ensure we stay leaps and bounds ahead because that's the most important domain.
We're invading the moon!
Skies will control the future of warfare.
Minions.
Mr. President, today you're ensuring that.
Tonight,
Thank you.
we steal the moon.
Mr. President, we are grateful for your leadership on this and restoring Space Command to its rightful home in Huntsville, Alabama. This delegation has worked together, both chambers, both parties, to make sure that Huntsville was the place that Space Command called home. As was mentioned, obviously the Biden administration chose to make this political. What we want to do is put the safety and security of Americans first. We want to make sure that our warfighter is put first, and we want to make sure that America continues to lead. And today, Mr. President, you've allowed that to happen.
No,
Thank you, Mr. President. This is a great day for our country, not just for our state of
Paul
Alabama.
White, the head of the Department of Faith.
We need help in our military. We need to catch up. And as Secretary Hegseth said, are
they talking to an empty room?
Space, but we know where we're at.
I feel like they're talking to an empty room, and this is pre-recorded.
Now, this move will save the taxpayers $480 million.
No, it won't. Shut the fuck up.
It's not going to cost more. It's going to cut $480 million. We have the plans intact. It'll be behind a secure wall in Huntsville, Alabama, at Redstone Arsenal. We have 40,000 people there. We have the FBI there. We have missile defense there. We have NASA, Blue Origin, and SpaceX. It is the perfect place for Space Command.
Dude,
I would tell you
JD
today,
can't
I've
stop
spoke with the president
staring
for the last
at
3 or 4
Dolan.
years about this. If I
He
thought it
can't
needed to
look
go
away.
somewhere else because I understand the security of our country,
All right, he looked
I'd
away.
be for
Shut
that.
the fuck up.
But the best place for Space Command is Huntsville, Alabama, because what we have and what it means to this country
there's his
is
hand.
going to be so important. So thank you, Mr. President, for this. And
There's
we
his
look
hand on
forward
the
to
bottom.
building a huge Space Command and having the Donald J. Trump Space Command Center in Huntsville, Alabama.
The Donald J. Trump Space Command Center in Rocketown, Alabama. You've got to be fucking my pussy. This is the stupidest shit I've ever heard.
Hard to put it in Ohio, but he said these people behind us, these Alabamas, are just too powerful and too persuasive. And so it's in Alabama, but as Tommy said, this is exactly the right place for Space Force and Space Command. I think Americans ought to appreciate the fact that you can't win the battle of the future unless you control the skies. The cyber security, the communications, the entire infrastructure of the battle in the 21st century will be in space. So it was a visionary move in the first administration for the president to set up Space Force, and I think an equally visionary move to make sure that Space Force is right where it should be in Huntsville, Alabama. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, his forehead's all fucked up.
Want to say anything? Would you like to say?
Mr. President, another promise made, another promise
Look at
kept.
this guy's wig.
You think about
Holy
it.
shit.
Redstone Arsenal is critical
Oh
to
my
national
God.
security. The president said,
Dude, that's a bigger
the
crime than
45th
anything
president,
Trump's
let's do
ever
what's right
done
for
is wear
national
that
security.
fucking shithead.
And today, that's exactly what we're doing. It's not because of this or that. It's because it's right for national security.
It looks like he's wearing a
You think of the
fucking
21 categories
beaver.
that were evaluated to determine what was best for national security. All indicators pointed back to Huntsville, Alabama, and Redstone Arsenal. We have the right people at the right place at the right time. Mr. President, on behalf of the people of the 5th Congressional District and all of Alabama, thank you for keeping your word. Absolutely.
Don't shake his hand too hard. It hurts.
Mr. President, I want to say thank you. And
Dude, they
thank
love
you for doing this
stroking
because
his cock.
It was the right thing to do. All the when they looked at all the numbers, Huntsville was the place to go, and like you say, it was unfortunately pulled out, but you made it right. So I want to just say thank you again
Dude,
for
who
a
are you
grateful
looking at?
nation,
There's
and
no
to
one
the
in
state
this
of Alabama.
room.
We're very grateful. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. Throughout history, militaries has always understood that whoever could hold the high ground held
Look at
the
Trump's
advantage.
hand.
Space is the ultimate high ground.
Look at his fucking
What
hand.
we're doing with moving the Space Command to Huntsville is absolutely critical to our maintaining dominance in that sphere. And it goes hand in hand with what we're trying to do with the Golden Dome and missile defense to defend against anyone else who tries to enter that sphere. So thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much. Please.
Thank you, Mr. President. And obviously, national defense is a huge issue. And when you look at the scores, Alabama was #1. And for political reasons, it was moved out of our state. But, Mr. President, thank you for making priorities the defense and the warfighter.
Thank you,
and the
Mr.
safety of this
President.
nation.
Thank you,
And-
Mr. President.
And the big,
Thank
beautiful
you,
bill,
Mr.
that Golden
President.
Dome
Thank you,
will be
Mr.
built in
President.
Huntsville,
You're so
Alabama, and we're
strong. You're
grateful
so
for that.
brave. Your dick is so big, Mr. President. You're such a big boy.
As chairman of the Armed Services Committee, I care very much
Look
about
at that
most of
wig.
our, national
Look at
security.
these
And,
fucking
President
wigs.
held a nationwide competition
Holy
to
shit.
determine where we should have this command.
Holy
if y'all
shit.
remember at the end of that competition where Alabama came in first, there was a lot of complaints from the other states who did not place well. He said, we'll do it over with new criteria to accommodate your concerns. Alabama came in first in that second competition.
Will
His
you
Secretary of
Vix?
the Air Force reviewed the results, said it
Have
was
you
fair,
von
and the
Vix?
president named Huntsville. It was the Biden administration that decided to make it political, even though his own Secretary of the Air Force said it was a fair competition.
Dude,
and it
I
should
could
be in
see this
Huntsville.
guy's bald
So I
head.
want you to know I appreciate this president standing up and being strong and saying he's going to make this right and put it where it rightfully belongs, and that's Huntsville, Alabama.
Thank you very much. Good job. So thank you all very much. You are going to leave me alone now. You're not going to call me anymore and talk about this subject, right? You promise? They'll start something else. But I just want to congratulate you. It's a very big deal.
I don't
when
think
you come
there's any
out and
press
when you
in
leave
there.
the room, you'll see that we just over the last few minutes literally shot out a boat, a drug carrying boat, a lot of drugs in that boat. And you'll be seeing that, and you'll be reading about that. It just happened moments ago, and our great general
in
head of the
Venezuela,
Joint Chiefs of Staff, who's been so incredible, including what took place in Iran, knocking
Did he
out,
just say that he started an act of war with Venezuela
potential
and like
nuclear power
he just
for
brushed it
a long
off?
time to come? I think within a month they would have had it if we didn't do what we did. But he gave us a little bit of a briefing. And you'll see. And there's more where that came from. We have a lot of drugs pouring into our country, coming in for a long time. And we just, these came out of Venezuela and coming out very heavily from Venezuela. A lot of things are coming out of Venezuela.
Oh, my God.
So, we took it out, and you'll get to see that after this meeting is over. Do you have any questions, please? Yeah, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senator Tuberville talked about the cost savings
Yeah.
associated with this announcement. Can you talk about the strategic
Oh my God, there is a
benefits
press.
by having Space Force Command headquartered in Huntsville?
Well, it just works because we have so much else there. And having a central, you could call it a central
I swear to
command,
fucking
but it
Christ,
really is
guys.
a command station.
I'm gonna
also
lower it.
even location.
If none of these reporters bring up the fact that people are questioning his health and where he's been, then this is pre-recorded. If none of these reporters ask him, like, "Sir, we've heard rumors looming around," I swear to fucking God, this shit might be
We
pre-recorded.
went out, as you know, to experts and we had
Venezuela could tell us, because he just said we bombed a Venezuelan boat. Venezuela could come out and be like, yo, that happened yesterday.
When I know the people of Alabama, they are people.
Yo, Maduro, you could do the funniest shit ever right now.
And they're very proud of it.
High key, Maduro,
and I would
key.
say they fought harder for it than anybody else also. A lot of states, 5 states really wanted it, but they wanted it more. And I kid you not when I say that these people, they spoke to me a lot. That's all they wanted to talk about. They didn't want to talk about the weather. They only wanted to talk about moving to this location, moving to Alabama, Huntsville in particular. So we're honored to do it. They really wanted it badly, and they got it. Peter?
President Trump, something completely different, but about a big viral social media trend over the weekend.
Oh, shit.
How did you find out over the weekend that you were dead?
Oh, it's not pre-recorded.
No.
People didn't see it for a couple days. 1.3 million user engagements as of Saturday morning about your demise.
Really? I didn't see that. You know, I have heard, it's sort of crazy, but last week I did numerous news conferences, all successful.
Fuck.
They went very well, like this is going very well. And then I didn't do any for 2 days, and they said there must be something wrong with him. Biden wouldn't do them for months. You wouldn't see him. And nobody ever said there was ever anything wrong with him. And we know he wasn't in the greatest of shape. No, I heard that. I get reports. Now, you knew I did an interview that lasted for about an hour and a half with somebody, and everybody saw that was on one of your competitors. I did numerous shows and also did a number of truths, long truths, I think pretty poignant truths. No, I was very active over the weekend. They also knew I went out to visit some people at the club that I own, pretty nearby on the Potomac River. And no, I've been very active actually over the weekend. I didn't hear that one. That's pretty serious stuff.
Really, you heard none of it?
It's fake news. You know, it's just it's so fake. That's why the media has so little.
You heard
credibility.
none of this.
I didn't. I knew they were saying,
dude,
like,
this is
he okay?
crazy.
How's
this
he
is
feeling?
all
What's
a lie.
wrong? I said I just left, and it's also sort of a longer weekend. You know, it's Labor Day weekend, so I would say a lot of people. No, I was very active this Labor Day. I had heard that, but I didn't hear it to that extent. Go ahead, Peter.
Something else. We know that this country has a huge problem
That's
with
it.
school shootings. You've said
That's it.
You were open to sending the National Guard pretty much anywhere. Would you ever consider sending an armed National Guardsman to every school?
Well, we have a big problem with school shooting.
What?
But we also have thousands and thousands of schools that run perfectly. You know, they talk about you can do things construction-wise, and that's really I think nobody knows more about construction than me. You can build the construction doors. You can build what they call safety doors.
I'm a builder.
Where they lock on the outside, the inside, and every place else. Well, but if one of these lunatics happens to get through, then the police can't get in. Then they're looking for keys all over the place, and it takes a lot of disadvantages to doing, spending billions and billions of dollars and actually making it safer in some way for some of these lunatics that we're dealing with. But
dude, is he going to put the military in every school
I don't
in America?
think so.
No? Okay, thank
I've
God.
thrown out the concept. We have great teachers that love our children. The parents love the children.
Oh my God, is he going to arm the
love
teachers?
The children too. And if you took a small percentage of those teachers that were in the military, distinguished
arm
in
the
military,
teachers is his
that were in the
solution.
National
That's
Guard,
fucking
et cetera, et cetera.
hilarious.
And
this is going in
you
a
let
South Park
them
episode.
carry. That's something that a lot of people like. I sort of liked it. I'd have to be studied.
And
but
frankly, I think it's time we arm the children. Recess should be target practice, and the biggest boy in the class gets a rifle.
but it just we've had a lot of instances. Other countries have also. They have different kinds of problems than we have, but we do have. There's something going on. And it's a bad thing.
There's not armed security at every school.
Putin in the past week. Have you spoken with President Putin?
Yeah, I don't want to. I have learned things that will be very interesting. I think in the next few days you'll find out.
Will there be any consequences if there isn't some type of announcement of a meeting with President Putin and President Zelensky?
Yeah, there will be. We're going to see what happens. We're going to see what they do and what happens. I'm watching it very closely. Last week, they lost 7,000, between the two countries, 7,313 soldiers to be
Bro, I feel like they
somewhat exact.
geeked them up on Sudafed. And
no
hit him with
reason
45
whatsoever.
IVs.
And they're Russian.
They gave
and
him a
they're Ukrainian,
stim
but,
pack.
You know, they're soldiers.
And some
I
jet.
wanna see
And
them.
now
Yeah.
he's fucking good to go. King Dolan, ready for his final speech.
I didn't say when, but the answer is, look, Chicago's very interesting because I watched Pritzker get up and say about, we don't need help, we're safe. But 2 weeks ago, they had 6 people murdered.
Yeah,
and they
motherfuckers on
had
buff out
24
right now.
people hit by bullets. Last week, as you know, it was 7 people, 24 people hit, and 7 people died.
Hall
And
monitor
then
strap with a
over the
bump
last 2
stock in
days,
every
it was
school.
that was the crown jewel. They had, I guess, 9 or 10 killed, and 50 hit with bullets. And you have this governor get up, who's a terrible governor. Probably he and Gavin Newsom would be probably the 2 worst and most naive.
He does
naive.
not. Dude, Newsom's
Either they're
fucking
naive or
trolling
they're
is
very
working.
untruthful.
He's
And
in
he'll
Donnie's
say,
head.
We don't want any protection. We don't need. So in the last 3 weeks, he's lost almost 20 people killed. There's no place in the world.
That's not true.
Including you can go to Afghanistan, you can go to places
This is
that
not
you would think
true.
of. They don't even come close to this. Chicago is a hellhole right now. Baltimore is a hellhole right now. Parts of Los Angeles are terrible. If we didn't put out the fires, and I mean the other fires, the bullet fires.
The bullet
They didn't do a
fires?
good job with. They should have had the water coming down, like I said. You know, we had to release the water. we
What
had to go
bullets in
release the
LA,
water to
you
LA.
dumb fuck?
It's
Nobody
so
had
badly
guns
run,
during
but
that.
if I didn't
Except
send the
your
National
guys.
Guard into Los Angeles, you wouldn't. I would be making an announcement today. I'd be talking about Huntsville, and I'd simultaneously be saying, by the way, the Olympics is not coming to Los Angeles. If we didn't do that, and even the sheriff, the top law enforcement person in Los Angeles said, we could not have handled it without them. So that's what he said.
Make your mind up on Chicago, though?
Well, we're going in. I didn't
Oh,
say when
shit.
we're going in.
They're
When
invading
you lose,
Chicago?
Look, I have an obligation. This isn't a political thing.
This is an official announcement.
I
Military
have an
invasion of
obligation.
Chicago.
When we lose, when 20 people are killed over the last
That's
2.5
just gonna be
weeks,
fucking nuts.
And 75 are shot with bullets. So let me tell you a little story about a place called D.C., District of Columbia, right here where we are. It's now a safe zone. We have no crime. It's in such great shape. You can go and actually walk with your children, your wife, your husband. You can walk right down the middle of the street. You're not going to be shot, Peter. You're safe.
You're not going to be shot,
Everyone
Peter.
likes you anyway.
What, are
You
you going to
probably
shoot
wouldn't do it.
Peter? Why was that
But-
so fucking
but
targeted?
it's so
Are people trying to
dangerous. And
shoot
there are people
Peter?
in this audience that you've suffered greatly.
Yeah,
there are
take
people
the
in this
$2.
audience
If
that have
Newsom's
been mugged
representing us, we're fucked.
and hurt badly, and they don't want to talk about it. Maybe you were very brave in talking about it. You made quite an impression on a lot of people. I appreciate it. But there were other people in this room that have been hurt very badly just walking down the street in D.C. Washington, D.C. is a safe zone right now. It's a safe city. The restaurants are open. They're booming. You can't get a restaurant.
That's
New
the
restaurants
easiest
are
disproven
announcing that they're going
lie.
to
The
be open.
restaurant reservations are available online, and they have plummeted. People are afraid to go out to restaurants. They're afraid they're going to get fucking arrested for being brown.
Safe city.
Give
And
me back
this
my
city
frames.
was really
Thanks.
bad. Really, really bad. We took 1,600 people out, hardcore criminals that will not be coming back anytime soon. And we're very proud of it. You know, to have our nation's capital lose every week. You know, it was like years, many years.
Chad, what do we
where
think? Is this a
every single
synth
week
or a clone?
somebody was killed for many
synth or
many,
a clone?
many consecutive weeks.
I
This went
think
on
it's a
for
synth.
years. And then we had last week. It was announced that nobody was killed last week, and I made that announcement in front of a very distinguished leader of a country, and I'm saying proudly, ladies and gentlemen, nobody was killed in Washington D.C. this week. He looked at me like, what's that all about? I say, yeah, we have a little bit of a crime problem, and we don't have a crime problem in Washington anymore. And the mayor has been very helpful, and the police commission has been very helpful, and it's been a great team. And I would love to have Governor Pritzker call me. I'd gain respect for him and say, we do have a problem, and we'd love you to send in the troops, because you know what? The people, they have to be protected. I saw
this
today
is the
on
American
one of your
invasion
networks,
of
not a friendly
America.
network.
This is insane.
Really the opposite, I would say.
This is
Very
insane.
unfriendly network. And they interviewed about 12 people on this morning. Most of them were African American. They were black. And they were saying, please, please, please let the president send in. These were people from Chicago. Please, we need help. We need help. We can't walk outside. We're petrified. If the governor of Illinois would call up.
He actually sending troops to Chicago? Yes, he just said it.
Now,
he just said he's sending the troops.
Anyway.
He said we're going in.
We have the right to do it because I have an obligation to protect this country. And that includes Baltimore. I saw where Governor Moore was asking me to take a walk down the street of Baltimore. Well, Baltimore is a very unsafe place. It's rated number 4 in the city. One of the worst, one of the most unsafe places.
You're such a fucking
world.
Coward, bro.
But, you know, we took care. This was a beautiful thing that happened in Washington because we showed that it could be done. And this wasn't just sending big, strong guys, and they are big and they are strong.
You're big and strong.
We had a great decision from the Supreme Court that had to do with sort of talent. It had to do with you are put down based on merit. You can hire based on merit. So merit for a soldier or for a policeman is strong, physically fit, something, you know, having a certain ability.
What
not
the
a person
fuck
that is
are you talking
woke
about?
And got the job through woke. But
through woke?
Wasn't strong enough to lift a gun out of the holster, et cetera, et cetera. No,
What
I looked
the
at
fuck are you talking
police,
about?
As you know, last week I went over, we had a meeting with, there had to be 300 people, and they were all very impressive looking. And when the bad guys see them, they're not going to do a thing. And so I'm very proud of Washington. It serves as a template, and we're going to do it elsewhere. But Chicago is certainly going to be high. I would love to have him call. I would love the governor of Illinois. I'd be honored to take his call. All he has to do is say, sir, we need help. It's out of control. And everyone knows it is. He's not kidding anyone. I would love to have...
He's quietly saying any governor who does not call him and ask for help, he's going to invade your state with the National Guard.
What they need is housing. No, they don't need housing. They need to get rid of the criminals. These are hardcore criminals. You know, we took many people off the streets of Washington, D.C. They're hardcore. They're not going to be good. In 10 years, in 20 years, in 2 years, they're going to be criminals. They were born to be criminals.
Yeah,
frankly.
bro, the Battle of O Block gotta go hard.
And they're tough and mean, and they'll cut your throat, and they won't even think about it the next day. They won't even remember that they did it. And we're not going to have those people. Washington, D.C. is now a safe zone. It's a safe place, and you can walk, Katie, you can walk right down the street with, by the way, one of the biggest human beings I've ever seen, which is her husband. He was a football player for like 11 years in the NFL. He's a big person. But big doesn't mean anything when they have guns and when they have knives and everything else that they have, right? But you can walk right down the street, even by yourself, and you're totally safe. Washington, D.C. is a great thing. Yes, ma'am, please.
Mr. President, as you're calling on Democratic leaders across the country to work with you on crime, do you see your efforts here in D.C., including, for example, working with Mayor Bowser here as a model for bringing more bipartisanship? It matters not only with crime, but also issues that matter to everyday American people's lives.
So Mayor Bowser's been great. She could have taken the thing, and then after I clean it up, they'll take credit for it. You know what they do is they take credit. Like, we cleaned up Los Angeles.
It's a very strange setup in the room. It's very unusual.
And it was overwhelming what was going on. And again, the police chief made a statement that we could not have done, there's no way they could handle it. You saw what was happening out there. It was going to be a disaster. We stopped it cold. If we didn't do that, it would have been a very sad day. And, you know, remember, we have the Olympics, we have the World Cup, we have all these things coming, and we have 250, all of these things coming. But I watched Newsom get up and say he's doing a great. He's not. We're the ones that did it, and that's okay, whatever it takes. But the main thing is
he's trolling you,
but
you
he got
dumb
up and
fuck.
said, we did it. Well, he didn't want us there, and he's going to need us again because it's starting to form again. I see it. It's starting to form again. You know, we have to maintain. It's like maintenance on an airplane. You can buy it, but you have to maintain it. And if you don't maintain it, a good plane becomes very unsafe very quickly. So it's an honor to do it. It's a lot of presidents wouldn't do it.
Why is he worried about the Olympics when there's a genocide? Because the genocide provided him with beachfront property.
I'm watching the news and I see that 9 people were killed in Chicago and 54 were badly wounded with bullets. I say, that's not this country. We have to do something. And I do say this, I say this very much. I'm not speaking to anybody but them right now. I would love to receive calls from governors and mayors saying they need help. We'll help them. We have a lot of people. We have
He's
a great
saying
force.
if your
We have
governor
a
does
great
not call him
military
and
force.
ask
You know,
for it, he's invading.
Pete will tell you that when I was running for office, and this was a big headline, I think, probably got me a couple of votes, but you couldn't sign people in the military. Nobody wanted to join the military, the Army, Air Force, the Navy, Marines, Space Force, Coast Guard. We never forget Coast Guard because they've done such a great job. Never. But nobody wanted to join any of them. We were way below what we wanted. Every single one. The closest was the Marines, whatever that is. You'll explain that to me. But the closest was the Marines. But every service was way down, way down. And then I got elected, and our country's the hottest country anywhere in the world right now.
There it is.
Everybody's talking
Look
about
at our
the
country's
USA.
big fat
They're talking about
milkers.
the job that we're doing.
It's so
Everybody. We have
hot.
the best economy. We have a very, very important decision being made by the Supreme Court.
Speaking of being hot,
because
I
our
gotta go
country
crank the AC.
is the richest, the strongest, the most powerful. But if for some reason some liberal court, I'm talking about the court that just ruled, where even an Obama judge voted in favor of us, which I gave him a compliment yesterday, as you know. I said that took great courage. But it's a liberal court, and it's going up to the Supreme Court.
Also gonna put my
I think
clothes in the dryer.
have
Give me a
been
second.
Incredible people. I think they've made very wise decisions. But the tariff question, because without the tariffs, this country is in serious, serious trouble. We've taken in almost $17 trillion of investment is coming in. Most of it is coming because of tariffs. And if for some reason somebody wanted to be politically correct, I actually think it's unpolitically correct. I think politically correct is to approve it, because there's nothing so popular as what's happened to our country. Our country is doing so well. But we had a liberal court gave us a very shocking ruling, and that ruling is basically saying that the trillions of dollars that are pouring into our country, putting us in a position like no country is anywhere in the world, that they'd like to see us.
Does that say
away. By the way,
Rosemary
A lot of the
Valenti?
people behind that lawsuit.
Get the fuck out of here. There's no shot that's actually my mom.
My dad.
That's not actually my mom, is it?
There's a video that is circulating online now of the White House where a window is open to the residents upstairs and somebody is throwing a big bag.
Oh, I saw that video.
Have you seen this?
No, that's probably AI generated.
So
Actually, you can't open the windows. You know why? They're all heavily armored and bulletproof.
So that's a fake video.
Well, it's got to be, because I know every window up there. The last place I'd be doing it is that, because there's cameras all over the place, right? Including yours. No, but every window, I've never seen a window that's. In fact, my wife was complaining about it the other day. She said, "Love to."
Mom's
have a
actually
little
here.
fresh
Hi,
air
Mom.
Come in, but you can't. They're bulletproof.
Hi, Mama Bear.
And number one, they're sealed, and number two, each window weighs about 600 pounds. You have to be pretty strong to open them up. No, that has to be. Where was the window? Let me see.
He has the video.
Maybe from the renovations.
Which is
What
the
a-
window?
What is this?
This is on the 15th Street side, I think.
Yeah.
So right here.
Yeah, those windows are sealed. Those windows they're all sealed. You can't open them.
What you were saying regarding the federal.
It's the kind of thing they do. And one of the problems we have with AI, it's both good and bad. If something happens really bad, just blame AI.
By the way, just
But
casually
also they
exposing that we
create
have
things, you know,
600-pound
works both
bulletproof
ways.
windows.
If something happens that's really bad, maybe I'll have to just blame AI. But there's truth to it, because I see so many phony things. I saw something as I was growing up, from the time I was a baby till now. I said, who did that? It was AI generated. So it's a little bit scary, to be
Why?
honest with you. But those windows are all very heavily
There was
sealed.
no AI when you were a baby, you dumb fuck.
What you were saying regarding that federal appellate court that ruled against you and your administration as it relates to your ability.
Well, they ruled against our country, the court, and they ruled against us before. It's a very liberal court.
You called it highly partisan in your.
Well, it
social media
certainly
posts.
is. It certainly
And in
is.
fact, it was along ideological lines, 7-4.
Well, except that we actually got one of the Obama judges that was appointed by President Obama voted in favor of the tariffs, because he felt it was imperative for our country to thrive
Oh,
and
you
survive.
repealed your own fucking tariffs and then
And
said
I
it was
gave
the
him
art of the
credit. I
deal
said,
and that
"You
you
know
were
what? That took
bribing,
a
you
lot of
were
courage for him
bluffing
to
the
do
whole
it, because
time.
you don't see that often.
Shut the fuck up and show me the Epstein list, you fat bastard.
We're going to appeal that all the way to the Supreme Court.
Obama!
Well, we have, yeah. We're doing something else. We're
Bella
going to the Supreme Court, we think, tomorrow, because we need an early decision. I mean, look, the financial fabric of our country, we're a rich, incredible country right now, and we're able to, you know, other countries use tariffs on us for years, and we never did. I did a lot during my first term, but then we had COVID, and we had to focus on other things. You couldn't be tariffing Italy, Spain, France, as they were dying by the thousands and millions. But we did with China, and China paid us billions and billions of dollars. And I started the process, but then I had to end it a little bit because of COVID. We focused on that. But no, it's a very
the
important
part of the
decision.
deal,
And
the shirt of my meal.
If they make the wrong decision, it would be a devastation for our country. We've taken in trillions of dollars. And by the way, all these countries signed agreements, as an example.
China.
They signed, they're all happy. Everybody's happy. But some whack job put in a lawsuit. It went before a very liberal court.
The liberal
court ruled.
Some wacko, some liberal Marxist, liberal wacko nut job. He gave me a court order, so I decided I'm dropping a nuclear bomb on Chicago.
And now it's going to the Supreme Court. Now we're going to be asking for early admittance. We're going tomorrow, and we're going to ask for an expedited ruling because, you know, when you look at the stock market's down today, the stock market's down because of that. Because the stock market needs the tariffs. They want the tariffs. If you look at AI, all of those, you know, all of that money that's going to be invested, trillions and trillions of dollars, the biggest thing, bigger than the internet, I suspect. It's
God
the
damn
internet
you.
plus 3 or 4 other things combined.
Goddamn AI, man.
We are leading very substantially with AI. We're leading because of tariffs. We're leading because of talent, and this is where they'd like to be. But without the tariffs, we wouldn't have a chance because we wouldn't be able to protect those investments of the companies coming in. So if you took away tariffs, we could end up being
AI
a third
will
world
damage all of
country.
our drinking water. That is
That's
correct,
how,
Mom.
That's how big the
Yo,
rule.
based,
So we're asking
based
for
Mama
an
Bear, based
expedited
Mama
rule.
Bear. She knows that AI is poisoning our drinking water. Based.
You have a Republican-controlled Congress. You control the House. You control the Senate.
Yeah, but we don't have 60 votes. We don't have 60 votes.
You don't
I'd love to
think you
do
get
that.
enough
Oh,
votes?
if we had 60 senators, if we got the 60 votes, we would get them. But we need 60 votes, and we need, you know, a certain number in the House. We'd get. I think we'd get. I don't know. We have about 5 of them here. Would everybody agree with me on tariffs? Without tariffs, we're a different country. We have
Dude,
taken
does
in
J.D. Vance
so
have
much
fucking
money. And
nuts
here's the
stored
thing.
in his cheeks?
We signed a deal with Japan. They're
For a
paying
little
us
snack
hundreds
later?
of billions of dollars. We signed a deal with South Korea. We signed a deal with the European Union. We signed a deal with Europe.
Thank you for the $2.
And those countries are paying us $950 billion, and they're happy about it. They're okay.
It's couch
As one of
stuffing.
them said, it's amazing that we got away with it so long. One of my friends, a leader of one of the countries, and they're fine with it. They all signed. If that ruling ever went against us, I guess we'd have to give back hundreds of billions.
The gluttonous
We would
nut
have to give
gobbler.
Trillions and trillions of dollars back to countries that have been ripping us off for the last 35 years. And I can't imagine it happening. On a legal basis, they have no legal basis whatsoever. But on a common sense basis, it would destroy America. Okay.
We talked about controlling the sky. On Sunday, the satellite signal of Ursula von der Leyen's plane was alleged.
With Ursula? Well, she had an interesting event. She's a tremendous woman. And so what are you asking me about her?
NATO is concerned about it, I do too, about this.
True, NATO is concerned about it. Well, nobody knows where it came from, but they did take away her ability to use a phone.
Somebody hacked
Sometimes that's a good
Ursula's
thing.
phone and took away her ability to
Sometimes
to
that
use
could
it?
happen to me. I'd be very happy.
Mr. President.
Reducing the tariffs.
You're telling me the Chancellor of Germany's phone got hacked?
Are you considering taking away some of the tariffs that you've imposed on India? You had posted.
No, we get along with India very well, but India has, you have to understand.
Dude, he's in a huge fight
For
with
many
India
years-
because Modi would not nominate him for the Nobel Peace Prize.
Because of the power that we have with tariffs. India was charging us tremendous tariffs, about the highest in the world. They were about the highest in the world, number one. And we therefore weren't doing much business with India, but they were doing business with us.
What's the main point of this conference? Proof of life.
We weren't
for
charging
Donald Trump,
them.
proving that
so
he is
they
alive.
would send in massive, everything they made, they'd send it in, pour it into our country. Therefore, it wouldn't be made here, which is a negative. But we would not send in anything because they were charging us 100% tariffs. And, I'll give you an example. Harley Davidson couldn't sell into India. There was a 200% tariff on a motorcycle. So what happens? Harley Davidson went to India and built a motorcycle plant. And now they don't have to pay tariffs. Same thing as us. So what we're doing is literally thousands of companies are coming into the U.S., car companies, AI, but, more traditionally car companies. We have so many car company factories under construction or being designed right now. And they're coming from
the guy
China,
on the right literally looks like a ventriloquist controlling Trump. Yeah, he's got a little hole in his lips.
Coming from Canada. But they're coming into our country because they want to build here. And they want to build here for two reasons. Number one, they'd like to be here. And number two, the tariffs are protecting them. And number three, they want to avoid paying tariffs. When they build their cars here, they don't have any tariffs to pay. When you build here, you don't have any tariffs.
Mr. President,
Go ahead,
in light of the Minnesota shooting last week, the Department of Homeland Security is now awarding more than $100 million to hundreds of faith organizations across the country to help them ramp up security. What's your vision for further protecting religious liberty across the country amid incidents of threats and violence?
Religious liberty is so important, and we're talking about every religion now, and we're doing things on that nobody else has ever done, and we're going to be having a big announcement in about 2 weeks.
You tried to ban all Muslims.
Yeah, please.
On Space Command, sir, are you concerned that people may not be willing to relocate from Colorado to Alabama?
No, I'm not worried. It will get somebody else. The problem with Colorado is they have a very corrupt voting system. I have so many friends in Colorado. Anytime you have mail-in voting, you have corrupt elections. Very simple. It's very simple. Even Jimmy Carter said it with his commission.
But Putin told me.
With him and
Putin said
Jackson
it, which makes it true.
Some people, highly regarded
President Putin.
And they said the finding was, if you have mail-in voting, you will have corrupt elections.
None of this is true.
Your radical left governor decided that he was going to have all mail-in voting in Colorado. Once you have all mail-in voting, and for whatever reason, the Democrats cheat. And they cheat like,
you vote by mail.
They're no good on policy.
You live in Florida and vote in New York. You vote by mail. Every soldier stationed overseas votes by fucking mail.
Give them credit for sticking together. Please.
Obviously, this is a big win for national security, moving this to Alabama. We've all can agree with that.
Big.
Is there any idea of the economic impact this has on the state and on that local area?
Katie, do you want to answer that?
Look, go ahead, George.
Please go.
This is going to be tremendous. The state of Alabama, what we've seen through this process is the worst of Washington. We've seen politics get in the way of what is best for the warfighter, what's best for national security. And the state of Alabama is about to show the country the best among us. So we know the economic impact is going to be tremendous. There at Redstone Arsenal, we're proud to have everything from the FBI to headquarters there for material command to a number of things. We obviously have NASA with Marshall Space Flight Center, and so this naturally fits within. When you look at the decision matrix that they placed in front of us, that's why we ranked so high, is because we have the resources necessary and the ability to build out quickly to meet the needs in front of us. As far as economic impact, it would be tremendous. Does anybody have an exact number? 1,600 jobs.
3,000 spinoff.
With 3,000 spinoff. Look at this. This is teamwork right here. So we are really proud, and the people of Alabama are ready to get to work.
And I've got a housing question, if you could, just for a second, Mr.
Yeah,
President.
please.
Owning a home and going about the American dream seems like it's out of touch for a lot of Americans. Just recently, you pushed out a statement about addressing an emergency housing situation.
That's right. We're thinking about doing that.
Yeah, can you just...
Well, we need a little help from the Fed. We have a man named Jerome Too Late Powell. You probably
Is that a handmaid?
Way too late. And the economy is so strong that it's pushing through that. Normally it would have been much tougher, but we're doing so well that we're pushing through it. But it makes it very hard for people to get mortgages because too late is too late. Very simple. He's too late.
It's too late. Oh,
probably
Jerome, too late.
political, whatever.
He's
He
too
wasn't
late.
too late before the election. Before the election, he was cutting
He
rates.
loves
right?
saying that.
Because
What
he
a
was hoping
stupid
that,
fucking
I guess, Biden
nickname.
would get in.
What does that even mean? Hey, he's
Kamala
too
would.
late.
He was a
Oh,
big
Jerome, too late.
Biden guy.
Jerome, too late, Powell.
Explain that.
What the fuck does that mean? Honestly, deadass. Dolan used to be good with nicknames. You know, Crooked Hillary, Sleepy Joe. What is Jerome Too Late Powell? What does it even fucking mean?
Many decades ago, the United States was always the lowest, even if they were doing badly. The United States was, because without the United States, everything in the world would die. It's true. It's so powerful. It's so big, and I made it really big in the first 4 years. Then it started to degenerate with what this Biden administration did, but we built it up to a level that I never thought we could be at this quickly.
Maybe for $5.
With the
Vance looks
hottest,
really
with the best,
disappointed.
with the
Of
best
course he
financially.
does.
The money coming in is so big because of tariffs and other things, but because of tariffs. Tariff gets us even those other things. Plus, it gets us great negotiating. I settled 7 wars.
No,
and
you didn't.
Numerous of those
Some even
wars
say
were
it's
because
10.
of trade. And numerous of the trade deals that I made were because of tariffs. It gives you a great negotiating ability. If that ability were taken away from us by a liberal court acting on essentially foreign nations asking to get help from the United States government, when they've been doing this to us for 40 years, that's why we have $38 trillion in debt.
So
We
is
won't
he
have it for
saying that
long
if any
they let
judge
us,
gives him an order he doesn't want to do, he's just
if
going
they
to
allow
directly
us to do
disobey
what
them?
everybody knows we should be able to do. Yeah, please.
Mr. President, another Biden-era action that you're now reversing is that you signed a deal last week to make federal buildings adopt and embrace classical architecture styles again. Can you talk to us about why you do that, and also what's your vision?
Well, we want to see beautiful buildings. Now, you know, it's in the eye of the beholder. I've seen architectural reviews over the years. I'm an expert at it. I've gotten a lot of great reviews. But I've seen buildings that I didn't think were very good get great reviews.
There's no
And I've seen
U.S.
great
flag in there.
buildings
I
get bad
noticed,
reviews.
yeah.
So, but it's just a standard. We want to have a good standard. We're building something here. You know, for 150 years, they wanted a ballroom at the White House. We're doing something at the highest level, using great architects and all. And, you know, it's very exciting. But we have a lot of interesting things happening architecturally in D.C. And D.C. is like a different place. And, you know, even the contractor said, sir, we walked down today, we feel like much safer.
Shut
It's like
the
a
fuck
different
up.
place.
That didn't happen.
Washington, D.C. is
You
great.
don't
Now, we're gonna
talk to
also beautify
contractors.
it.
You think they're
We're
fucking
gonna put a
scum, bro.
topping
You
on the
barely
roads.
pay
We're not gonna rip them
anybody.
apart and take 4 years to build a road that was exactly
She's still
the same
smiling.
by the
Yeah,
time
bro,
you
you're
build
looking
it.
at a Trump super
but we're
fan,
gonna put
dog.
toppings. We're going to put new medians in. We're going to get
You're
the
looking at
graffiti
the
off.
main-
We're gonna put
who's that-
tiles
who's the
up in
handmade,
tunnels where the tiles are missing. We'll do
Alfred's,
the whole tunnel
like,
instead
owner,
of, you know, a
the
little
woman.
area where you see new tiles, old tiles that never look too good, but they could use it. You know, they've been up for 50 years. They've served their duty. But we're going to make this within about a 20-mile radius from the White House.
Serena. Yeah,
We're
you're
gonna
looking
have
at
this
Serena.
place spick and span. It's going to be crime-free, and it's going to be spick and span. It's going to be. You'll be proud of Washington again. Go ahead, please.
Sir, China's having a massive military parade that President Putin and Kim Jong-un will be attending. Do you interpret that as a challenge to this? And are you
No.
concerned at all about those countries?
It's going to be cooler than yours, guaranteed.
Not at all. China needs us, and I have a very good relationship with President Xi, as you know.
He's probably jealous he
But
wasn't
China
invited.
needs us much more than we need them. No, I don't see that at all, no. And I had actually a very good meeting with President Putin a couple of weeks ago. We'll see if anything comes out of it. If it doesn't, we'll take a
Nothing
different
came out of it,
stance.
you fat fucking idiot. It's been weeks.
California ruled that your deployment of National Guard troops to Los Angeles was illegal. Do you have any response?
Well,
reaction to that?
it was a radical
Trump
left judge.
contracting
But
Albert
very
Speer
importantly,
as chief
What did
architect.
you not tell me in that question or statement that you made pretty much of a statement, I think?
Well, I was asking for your response.
No, you didn't say what the judge said, though. The judge said, but you can leave the 300 people that you already have in place. They can continue to be in place. That's all we need. But why didn't you put that as part of your statement? Because the same judge ruled exactly as you said, except the judge said that you could leave the 300 people that you already have in place. They can stay, they can remain, they can do what they have to do.
What are you
Thank you
talking
very
about?
much, everybody. We appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
They cut it before he walked off because he's going to need help walking away. All right. All right. I'm still recording. Let me get my frames back. Let's do a quick recap for the YouTube video. Everybody who's here live, you're going to stay. But all right, so listen, if you're watching this pre-recorded on YouTube, what you just saw was proof of life from King Donald Trump. He's alive. I know. But he looks fucking ill. It was a very, very strange meeting. They really didn't acknowledge any of the theories or anything about him being, you know, really sick, potentially having strokes. What else did he say? He's officially an act of war on Venezuela. He bombed one of their boats, and he called it a cartel boat, a drug boat. But that's the thing, is he labeled the entire Venezuelan government as the cartel. So there's that. What else? Oh, he's invading Chicago with the military. And he's threatening every other blue city. Meanwhile, no Epstein list. No Epstein list. We can't stop asking for the Epstein list. Oh, he said we're going to arm the teachers, too. A lot of crazy shit. That's fucking nuts. All right, so listen, if you're here live, you stay. We're going to keep going for a little bit while we make a thumbnail for this video. If you're watching this pre-recorded on YouTube, thank you very much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. It costs you nothing, and it helps me immensely. And do me one last favor. Click that video right over there. It's a banger, and I know bangers. All right, that was a long video. We're going to need a thumbnail. So we're going to go to Canva. We're going to make a thumbnail. Or actually, no, I'm going to do the thumbnail without you guys. Because that, we're going to lose too many frames for it. I feel like this is a good place to call the stream. All right. Listen, everybody, that was a banger. Oh, wait. I moved the microphone too far away. My bad. Thank you, Chronicle, for becoming a loyalist. All right. Listen, everybody, that was a banger. Thank you very much. No, don't worry. It's gonna, I'm losing too many frames. It's too hot in here. But, no thummy time for you today. Okay? No thummy time. Thank you very much for the $2 donation. JD didn't have a pin on his jacket and no flag. Yeah, well, they're abandoning America. Holy frames. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Have a good one. I love you all. And remember, united we bargain, divided we beg.